Burkina Faso military president Ibrahim Traore just did something unusual. According to the news, Saudi Arabia extended their arms, extended their humanitarian hand to Burkina Faso and told the president, we are coming to Burkina Faso to build 200 mosques in your country. But guess what? Burkina Faso president Ibrahim said, no, I reject it. I reject this kind of humanitarian services. We need more schools than mosques in our country. According to how it was written by Africa Hub, they said Ibrahim Traore, who is a Muslim, declined an offer from Saudi Arabia to build 200 mosques in his country. Instead, Ibrahim suggested that Saudi Arabia invest in schools, hospitals, or businesses that will create jobs for the Burkina Faso people. Create jobs for his people. He's a Muslim and he rejected it. Even sweeter. Because if the president was a Christian, then they would have read meaning to it. You see people shouting, oh, it's because he's a Christian, that's why I decided to do that. But thank God he's a Muslim who rejected an offer from Saudi Arabia. Say, no, we do not need 200 mosques. We need schools. We need people to invest in our hospitals. We need people to invest in our businesses. Just imagine what the money spent on building 200 mosques, put it in school, in hospital, and businesses, is going to create more jobs than building mosques around. And thank God it's a Muslim. If not, the whole world would have read meaning to it. If he was a Christian, the whole world would have read meaning to it and be like, no, 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 no. It's because you are a Christian, you are a Kafri. That's why you rejected that offer from Saudi Arabia. But thank God he's a Muslim, and now people are seeing him as a hero. And I honestly kind of like appreciate him for rejecting that offer. Build schools instead. Invest in hospital instead. Invest in businesses. And recently we heard that he was invited, Donald Trump invited him and he seemingly rejected it. We do not know if it's true or not. Even me, I would kind of like advise Ibrahim not to ever go to the United States of America. If not, I don't think he's coming back. So whatever invitation sent to him, I will advise him to reject it. Reject it wholeheartedly. Do not go. Do not go. Okay, guys, let's move past that. Let's talk about Ned Nwoko. Ned Nwoko, Regina Daniels' husband. Of course, you guys know, I don't know if most of you know Ned. Sorry if I say if most of you do not know Ned. I say I do not know if most of you know Ned. But just in case I offend you for asking, this is Ned Nwoko, who is married to one of Nigeria's finest actress, Regina Daniels. Well, the guy decided to move a motion recently to establish a new law for bloggers, social media handlers. According to him, he said, if you are a blogger in Nigeria, if you are a blogger in Nigeria, you should be mandated to have a physical office in Nigeria. Let's listen to Ned Nwoko's.
It's a call for equity and fairness. It's a demand for respect and recognition of Nigeria's status as a global leader in digital engagement. In furtherance of our commitment to a structured and accountable digital space, this bill also mandates all bloggers operating in Nigeria to have an office that is verifiable in any of the capital cities across the country. They must keep proper records of the employees and belong to recognized national bodies. We shall have its headquarters in Abuja. We cannot continue to have a situation where individuals operate anonymously, spreading information mostly false, without any structural accountability. Just like traditional media houses, bloggers must be properly registered and regulated to ensure professionalism, transparency, and responsibility in their operations. Mr. President and my colleagues, I urge all to support the passage of this bill. It's a bold step towards ensuring that Nigeria's digital space is not only vibrant, but also fair and just for all stakeholders. But bloggers are slightly different because they can do their business from their bedrooms, they can do their business from their cars, they can do their business from the plane, anywhere they are. So I think the best thing is for the bill to go for second reading, and after the second reading, while we are at the public hearing, a lot of people could be invited to make their inputs. I'm very certain that by the time it comes back to us for possible passage into law, it definitely would have been different and much more streamlined. But at least the general idea is there, and his job was just to provide the general principles.
Now, Regina Daniel husband, I didn't bring that bill come aside though. So according to him, some of the things he said that you guys might not have heard clearly is that all bloggers should be under, all bloggers should be under a body. And that body will have an office in the capital territory. That's to say how they have this national human rights something, or those movies, Nollywood movie have their own body and they have their own office to regulate Nollywood movies. The same thing, National Broadcast Commission as well. They are still under that person. So bloggers now go get National Blogging Commission inside their capital city. There will be regulating. For you to be a blogger, you must register, have an office, you will have staffs, you will register those staff, you will treat those staff well, everything concerning work. But you are going to do it, guys. It's quite unfortunate and it's laughable. Oh, God damn it, guys. So tell me what you feel about that. That's coming from Regina Daniel's husband, who want bloggers should be regulated and for over fake news whatsoever. Okay, guys, let us know exactly how you feel about that now, because me, it's crazy, because I'm still going to go back to, we have a lot of issues in this country. Let them start from themselves. Why is nobody talking about corrupt officials? Corrupt officials somebody should move the motion that corrupt officials should be given death sentence. And move the motion and it should be passed by law. Then we can start listening to you. Start understanding you. Start clapping for you. So let's see how it's going to go. Because I'm pretty much sure maybe they might pass it to even the Nigeria president self. Stylishly kind of, okay, let's see what Nigeria president Bola Ahmed Tinubu has to say about online news bloggers.
I don't read social media anymore. They abuse the hell out of me. If I read it, I get high blood pressure. I get angry. I don't read it. So, if I want to hear anything, my children or any of my workers will tell me, this one say this one. If I'm tired, I say, please, forget it.
That is coming from our old president Tinubu. That was he has to say about social media news. Well, we are in this country, we are in this world, we see a lot of world power. Like Donald Trump, he really, really outspoken, speaks directly to his people through social media. What powers have even kind of like developed such character? And anybody that doesn't go to social media to check out news directly, how they ought. We are in this country where we want. There was once an allegation that like Buhari, yeah. During Buhari time, there was once an allegation that they print special newspaper for Buhari. Not this newspaper you and I regularly read. Daily newspaper. Every day newspaper for Buhari. And in that newspaper, the only thing the president sees in that newspaper is artificial development. Artificial praises from Nigerians. While you were crying out, crying about insurgency, crying about that, and newspaper will publish the number of people killed in so quarter, that daily newspaper taken to Buhari, do you know what he's saying? He's saying in the north, insurgency surrendered. In the north, they have enjoyed more than 3 months of peace without a gunshot. That's what he reads on special newspaper created for him. So if you are a president and you know they go social media, that means you never really understand what they are put for your country, honestly speaking. Because this elite, they can confuse the president if they want to. As far as printing president's special newspaper. Printing president special newspaper, different from what you are reading. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching. Boy, catch you next time. Peace.